Good morning friends and my dear children. Once again welcome back to our study channel, that is Perry's Study and Motivation. Okay, maybe all children are thinking that exams are not there, and during this lockdown time, during this COVID time, okay, most of the children are not having classes, not having exams. So then what is the reason why this Lalita ma'am is uploading study videos at this time? Okay, my main motto is to give the best knowledge, okay, right from basics to the higher sophisticated concepts, okay. And even I want to grow myself, so for that reason I need to maintain consistency, okay. So I would like to start even club activities, how we people used to conduct club activities in our schools. I just wanted to add on to that, add on to my study videos. I wanted to just upload along with these videos some kind of activity videos also. I'm planning to upload, okay. But I request your kind cooperation, okay. I'm getting very less views nowadays, okay, as well as subscriber count is also getting down. I'm very much worried about that. So I request all of you, those who are watching my videos, please kindly share the videos to your friends, so that please give information to all of your friends, so that they also will be benefited with the concepts which I give, and I will also be benefited if my subscriber count is going to increase, okay. So please kindly subscribe to my channel. Those who are watching the videos, please share the videos to your friends, okay, and help me and support me in my journey. And if you are going to support me in my journey like this, I keep introducing certain very new things which we used to do in our school, like in schools, how we used to conduct activities for children. That also I will be introducing shortly in YouTube also, okay. But your kind cooperation I require, okay. So let us start with today's topic, that is wave parameters. We have learnt about electromagnetic radiations in previous video, okay. In today's video we are going to learn about wave parameters, means how electromagnetic radiations are described by certain parameters. Electromagnetic radiations travels in the form of waves, you all know that, okay. So what are the wave parameters, that I am going to discuss in today's video, okay. Now, so wave parameters, what are wave parameters, okay. So what are wave parameters, and how these wave parameters will help us to identify the propagation of electromagnetic waves, okay. So first one is wavelength. Wave parameters means any wave is described by these following parameters. First one is wavelength, and second one is frequency, and third one is amplitude, and fourth one is wave number, and fifth one is velocity. So any electromagnetic radiation is described by these 5 parameters, okay. Now any kind of electromagnetic radiation possesses these kind of 5 wave parameters, okay. So we have to learn about these 5 wave parameters. In this video I am going to discuss about these 5 parameters of the wave, okay. So please note down all these points. Yes, next, first what we have to learn is what is meant by a wave. How we are going to describe a wave? First of all, wave it is defined as the disturbance created in a medium, okay. Now the disturbance created in a medium is called as wave. The disturbance created in a medium is called as wave, okay. Now in any medium, whether it is a water medium or an air medium, okay, in any medium, whatever the disturbances that are being created, you call it as wave, okay. Here I am speaking to all of you, Okay, here I am giving out certain words from my mouth. The words that are being uttered from my mouth, okay, are creating disturbance in the air medium, so that the particles of air are getting vibrated and I can able to produce the sound, and the sound waves can be reaching us, isn't it or not? Okay, so whatever the disturbance that is being created in a medium, you call it as wave. Okay, so any wave consists of these 5 wave parameters. Okay, wavelength, frequency, amplitude, okay, wave number and velocity. Okay, so first one is what? Wave parameters. First one is wavelength. Okay, wavelength. It is defined as the distance between 2 consecutive crests or 2 consecutive troughs for any wave. It is defined as what? It is defined as the distance between 2 consecutive crests or troughs. 2 consecutive crests or 2 consecutive troughs is called as wavelength. Okay, now wavelength is defined as what? The distance between 2 consecutive crests or 2 consecutive troughs is called as wavelength. Okay, suppose if you draw a wave, okay, like this. Okay, if a wave is drawn like this, okay, the distance between 2 consecutive crests. What are crests? The maximum displacement points are called crests. Okay, this point you call it as a crest, and this maximum displacement point you call it as crest. The distance between 2 consecutive crests or the distance between 2 consecutive troughs, this point where minimum displacement point. Okay, this point you call it as what? Trough. Trough. The distance between 2 consecutive crests or troughs is called as what? Wavelength. Okay, this distance is called as wavelength, and that wavelength is denoted by the symbol lambda. Okay, the wavelength of any wave is denoted by the symbol lambda. Okay, wavelength denoted by the symbol lambda. Please remember, symbol for wavelength is lambda. You'll read it as what? Lambda, lambda. Okay, distance between 2 consecutive crests or 2 consecutive troughs is called as what? Wavelength. And what are the units to measure wavelength? What are the units? Units. Generally, wavelength is measured under, it's a distance, right? It's a distance between 2 consecutive crests or troughs. Okay, it's a distance. So, minute distances can be measured in angstroms. Okay, units are angstroms. Okay, and 1 angstrom is equal to what? 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters or 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. Okay, 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. Okay, so the distance between these 2 crests or troughs is measured with what? Angstroms. Not only angstroms, even you can have a conversion also. Angstroms, nanometers, picometers, all these are units only. Okay, nanometers. Okay, and 1 nanometer denoted by the letter Nm. Angstrom denoted like this. Okay, a power 0, a small circle, angstroms, and nanometers 1 Nm, nanometer is equal to 10 to the power of minus 9 meters. Okay, now 10 to the power of minus 9 meters, 1 nanometer is equal to, and it can also be measured in picometers. Picometers. Okay, 1 picometer is equal to 10 to the power of minus 12 meters. Okay, so nanometers, angstroms and picometers, okay, are the units to measure what? Okay, units to measure what we call lambda or we generally call it as wavelength. Okay, so this is the first wave parameter. Okay, the distance between two consecutive crests or troughs is called what? Wavelength. Okay, now moving on to the second one, that is frequency. Frequency. Okay, second wave parameter is called what? Frequency. What is frequency? The number of cycles made by a wave in 1 second, or the number of oscillations made by a wave in 1 second. Okay, the number of cycles, how many cycles means in 1 second, how many ripples are going to come across. Okay, how many ripples are formed, that you call it as its frequency. Okay, the number of waves that cross a certain point in unit time. Okay, the number of waves produced in 1 second. The number of waves or the number of oscillations. Number of oscillations produced by a wave. The number of oscillations produced by a wave. Okay, now produced by a wave in 1 second. In 1 second, you call it as its frequency. In 1 second, how many waves are produced? That you call it as its frequency. Okay, and frequency denoted by the letter nu. Okay, now frequency denoted by the letter nu. You have to remember these letters. Okay, now frequency denoted by the letter nu. Okay, number of cycles or number of oscillations made by a wave in 1 second. Okay, and this nu can be mathematically it can be represented even like this also. Mathematically this frequency can be represented as, okay, mathematically frequency is given by the formula. Frequency is equal to what? Mathematically, frequency is given by the formula distance travelled by the wave in 1 second by wavelength of radiation. Okay, now distance travelled by the wave in 1 second, or speed of the radiation, you can say. Speed of the radiation by wavelength of that radiation. Better I write this formula. Speed of the radiation, electromagnetic radiation. Okay, speed of that electromagnetic radiation by speed of the radiation by wavelength of the radiation. Okay, wavelength of the radiation. Okay, this is called as what? Frequency. Mathematically, we'll represent frequency with this formula. So here speed of the radiation means velocity only, no? Velocity of the waves. Okay, speed of the waves, speed of the electromagnetic radiation or velocity of the electromagnetic radiation is denoted by the letter C. Speed of any electromagnetic radiation. Okay, please remember this point. Speed of any electromagnetic radiation denoted by the letter C. Denoted by the letter C. And all electromagnetic radiations travels with velocity of light only. Do you remember what is velocity of light? C. See, this is important point. All electromagnetic radiations, all EM radiations, all electromagnetic radiations travel with what? Travel with velocity of light. Okay, now travel with velocity of light. Okay, and velocity of light is how much? Do you remember? Velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. These points you have to remember. Velocity of light. So any electromagnetic radiation travels with velocity of light only. So velocity of light is given by 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. And same is the velocity of all types of electromagnetic radiations, whether they are UV rays or X-rays or infrared rays, whatever the rays, they travel with what? Velocity 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay, that is velocity of light only. So here this formula mathematically how you are going to represent frequency is equal to, frequency means what? Nu. Okay, now if I write here, is it okay? Nu is equal to C by lambda. C by lambda. This is the formula. Very, very important formula which you have to remember. Okay, now nu is equals to what? C by lambda. Nu is equal to C by lambda. Okay. That is a very important formula. Mathematically, frequency is to be represented with this formula. Nu is equal to C by lambda. Okay. Then coming to units. Units for frequency. Units for frequency are hertz. H-E-R-T-Z. Okay. H-Z. We generally represent with what? H-Z. Units of frequency are what? Hertz. H-E-R-T-Z. And hertz, you can also say them as cycles per second. Even you can also write it as what? Cycles per second. Cycles per second. Okay, now cycles per second. Units are what? Hertz. Hertz or cycles per second. So those are the units. And nu is equal to C by lambda. Please remember these formulas. Right? Now next parameter. Next third parameter which we are going to learn is amplitude. What is the third wave parameter? Amplitude. Third one is what? Amplitude. Okay, now third one is amplitude. Amplitude is defined as a distance, means height of the crest or depth of the trough. Okay, now amplitude is defined as what? Height of the crest. Height of the crest or depth of the trough. Height of the crest or depth of the trough. Depth of the trough. Height of the crest or depth of the trough is called what? Amplitude. Generally, amplitude, how we are going to define? Amplitude is defined as the maximum displacement of any substance. You call it as its amplitude. Okay. Whenever any object is moving, whenever it is getting displaced, maximum displacement is called as what? Amplitude. Height of the crest or depth of the trough. This distance. See, this is the height of the crest. Crest is present here. Or if it is trough, trough is this point. This depth, this distance. Okay, now this distance, you call it as what? Amplitude. Amplitude of the wave. Okay, and amplitude units are what? Centimeters only. Centimeters, meters, angstroms, anything. Centimeters mostly. Height of the crest or depth of the trough. Then what for this amplitude? What does it denote? It indicates the intensity of the wave or brightness of the electromagnetic radiation. Brightness. Okay, now the intensity of radiation or brightness of the radiation. Okay, it tells us about what? Intensity of the wave. Intensity of the wave or brightness of the radiation can be identified with amplitude. Okay, now intensity of the wave or the brightness of the radiation. Brightness of the radiation is indicated by, okay, now intensity of the wave or brightness of the radiation, okay, can be identified through amplitude. Brightness of the radiation can be identified with its amplitude. Okay, now can be identified with its amplitude. So amplitude gives you information about what? Intensity of that electromagnetic radiation or brightness of that electromagnetic radiation, right? So this is about what? Amplitude. Units are centimeters, right? And the next fourth parameter of the wave is wave number. Okay, now what is fourth parameter? Wave number. Okay, now wave number. Okay, denoted by the letter nu bar. Okay, now nu bar. And it is defined as the reciprocal of wavelength itself is called as wave number. The reciprocal. How is it defined? The reciprocal of wavelength. Okay, the reciprocal of wavelength is called wave number. Okay, now reciprocal means what? 1 by lambda. Okay, now reciprocal of wavelength is what? 1 by wavelength. Okay, so nu bar is equals to 1 by wavelength. Nu bar is equal to 1 by wavelength. That means 1 by lambda. Okay, please remember this point. 1 by lambda. Okay, now 1 by lambda. Okay, then what are the units for wave number? See here, units if you speak about 1 by centimeter means centimeter power minus 1. Same like that, units of wavelength are what? Centimeters, angstroms, nanometers, we have learned like that. So reciprocal of that means units will be centimeter power minus 1, meter power minus 1. Okay, now centimeter power minus 1 or meter power minus 1. Okay. So reciprocal of wavelength is called what? Wave number. Right. Next, last one is what? Velocity, which I already told you. Velocity of the wave. All electromagnetic radiations travels with velocity of light only. Okay, now velocity of the wave. Please remember. All electromagnetic radiations travels with what? Velocity of light. Fifth parameter is what? Velocity. Velocity denoted by the letter C and given by velocity of light is given by what? Velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay, so all electromagnetic radiations travels with velocity of light only. Okay, and now here you are going to come across another parameter which is called as energy. Energy of the wave. Energy. Every electromagnetic radiation possesses certain energy. Okay, so you have specific relation is there between energy and velocity. There is a specific relation. Okay, energy denoted by the letter E, that you all know. Energy of the wave. Okay, energy of the radiation. So to find the energy of the radiation, okay, we have a relation. So relation between what? Energy and frequency. This is very important relation. Please remember this relation. Relation between, okay, energy and frequency. Energy and frequency. What is the relation between energy and frequency? Okay, now energy and frequency, how they are related to each other? They are directly proportional to each other. That is only the relation. According to Max Planck. Okay, according to Max Planck. Max Planck is the name of the scientist. Okay, so according to Max Planck, okay, now according to Max Planck, energy of any electromagnetic radiation is directly proportional to its frequency. Okay, that means E is directly proportional to nu, and this proportionality symbol can be replaced by an equality symbol. Okay, now proportionality symbol can be replaced by an equality symbol by keeping a constant h, where h is called as what? Here h is called as Planck's constant, where h is called as what? Planck's constant. H is called as Planck's constant. Okay, and value of h, please remember, value of h is equals to 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 27 erg second. Okay, now erg second, or okay, or if it is in joules, 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules second. Okay, so value of h means what? Planck's constant, and value of h, very important. Okay, now value of h, 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules second, or minus 27 erg second. Okay, so that is the value of what? H. So E is equal to what? H nu. That is the relation. But in place of nu, you can write C by lambda, because we have already learnt nu is equal to what? C by lambda. Okay, we know that nu is equal to what? C by lambda. C by lambda. Okay, so in place of this nu, if you write C by lambda, okay, substitute C by lambda in place of nu. So E will become how much now? Okay, substitute nu is equal to C by lambda in E is equal to H nu. Okay, then it will become what? E is equal to HC by lambda. This is one relation. Okay, this relation you call it as what? Planck's equation. Okay, now Planck's equation. This equation is called as what? Planck's equation. Max Planck has determined Planck's equation. That equation is called what? Planck's equation. E is equal to Hc by lambda. Okay, so these are the wave parameters. Okay, now these are the different wave parameters. So you have to learn about these wave parameters, and you have numericals are also there based on this formula. Okay, now based on the formula of Max Planck's equation, you have certain numericals are also there. So we will be doing that numericals also in one video. Some of the model numericals we will do in one video. Okay, until then please keep learning about these wave parameters. Okay, keep continuously be in touch with the concepts, dear children, and don't think that exams are not there, so we can relax. Make use of my teaching videos. Okay, and please kindly share to other friends and all, and kindly ask them to subscribe to my channel. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.